Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle message for you, asking what's coming towards you at the time of viewing this. Only take what resonates, Sagittarius. Not all Sagittarian readings are meant for all Sagittarians, so be discerning. Never give all your power away to tarot. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Sagittarius and cross watchers to pray for you, simply say hello, leave an emoji. You're welcome to share what you're going through, whatever you feel comfortable with, in the comment section, and that gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. Only love and light in this space. I seal that with my intention. And we are going to start with a couple of oracle cards just to kind of set the direction, set the mood, if you will, for your tarot. We start with obstacles and blocks are lifted, Sagittarius. Awesome. That's a relief. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, Sagittarius, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. I love that for you guys. And then we have, I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Very interesting. Let's see what's coming towards you, Sagittarius. If you have not yet and you feel generous, please hit the like button. Thank you so much. It so helps the channel. It just lets the algorithm know that other Sagittarians should discover this video as well. We start with the Hermit, the King of Swords in reverse. If they fly in reverse, you guys, on this channel, I read them how they fly. If they fly sideways, sometimes I read them that way too. The behavior of the cards, it's all part of the reading. One more for my Saggies. Makes it more interesting too, right? When you're listening right from the get-go, how the cards fly out, their behavior. Clarity on the Hermit. What wanted to flip? And Magician. Something's moved out of your life, I think. Something's moved out of your life to allow for fresh energy. But the way that it moved out of your life could have been a little bit harsh. Who's this King of Swords in reverse? Five of Pentacles wanted to fly out. There's a sense, so this King of Swords can be kind of a jerk. I don't know who the King of Swords is in your life, but they're pretty cold. Now, sometimes they represent an entity, right? When an energy is coming through your reading that is this cold, sometimes it's like an entity or like even an advisor or a lawyer, somebody who's just absolutely not emotional. But the fact that the King of Swords is upside down suggests that it's really harsh energy. This could be a little bit demonstrative, controlling, maybe harsh with their words. And the thing is I have this. Bear with me. Yeah, there's a partnership going on between you guys, or has been going on. There's this stubborn energy attached between you and them of not giving up on this. The Nine of Wands, but it is also kind of a defensive energy. Like it's like a pure willpower. And it can be exhausting. I mean, he's got a bandage on his head. He's like busted up and he's bruised, but he's not giving up. He said he's going to guard these wands, and doggone it, he's going to. So there's a sense of like this pure will being attached to this energy of King of Swords upside down. King of Swords is a jerk, guys. I just want to say that again and again. So it could be that it's temporary. It could have to do with the environment or like the situation that's occurring, that it's bringing out a very cold side of this individual. When they are, this entity also can come from a place of information and communication, very heady place, not from the place of passion or emotion. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, suggesting that there's a partnership here. But the Nine of Pentacles, I wanna understand a little bit more, because this is where you have control. You're recognizing that the best way to express your self-respect is going to be through allowing yourself to acclimate, adapt, or rebalance somehow. And it's by way of communication. I think with this King of Swords, I think there's a communication coming into you very quickly. The Knight of Swords represents information, a communication, a letter, or most likely, if it was a letter, it'd have to be, it's fast energy, so it'd be like email. Wouldn't be snail mail. It'd be a conversation, basically, and it's about change. I think that the topic around the conversation is going to be change. Maybe the topic comes up, like, hey, King of Swords upside down, you are a jerk. And this isn't going to work. You're wearing me out. If we want to work together, I'm going to need this and this and this from you. Maybe they're contacting you to say, hey, Sagittarius, you need to change in such and such a way. But what's needed here is balance. And I think you're going to be able to see that, Saggy, because you rule over temperance. And temperance is representing here some kind of transformation that's going to occur. You're not going to be left in the dark. This is going to be very clear to you what needs to transform, what needs to rebalance in this partnership. So then let's move on. 2 of Pentacles. Boom. Something wants to be said here. You're not going, so you've got, there's this debating whether or not one should make a choice, possibly to leave a situation here. We've got the 8 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. There's a kind of, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? It's a tough decision. So waffling back and forth. You guys, this is going to be an extended for anybody who wants to go further, deeper into the message and get more and more advice. I know that some of you guys like longer readings and some of you guys prefer them shorter, so you'll have the option. I think, speaking of options, I think you're keeping your options open somehow. If you do stay, I think that, oh boy, what is tarot saying here? I need a new deck of cards. This is bigger. This is 7 of Swords here. That 9 of Pentacles keeps popping out. Let me tell you about the 9 of Pentacles because it came out with the King of Swords too. This is autonomy. This is investing in yourself, the ability to make yourself happy. Throughout this reading, there seems to be a message being conveyed to you personally, Sagittarius, that you have an inner dialogue that's outside of things that are going on around you. There is almost a fortitude and almost like a friendship you're creating with this dialogue. It's like you're being your own best friend. You got your own back. And so I don't think you're sharing your thoughts, all your thoughts with the outside environment. I think that you're making these observations and you're coming to your own realizations or your own conclusions. And these are specifically to keep you okay, keep you protected, keep your independence in a situation, keep your mind like from going crazy. Because I think otherwise you get pulled in a lot of different directions or you get strung along, I think. We have an interesting energy here that suggests you might be pulling. I'm going to keep this brief, and I'm going to keep it somewhat general. It seems like you're allowing yourself to be influenced by an outside energy outside of this King of Swords we were just talking about. This could be somebody who is making you feel personally just better. And maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's romantic, but I don't think this is something that the King of Swords really knows about. I think that this is an energy that is drawn to you with a lot of enthusiasm. There's a very different set of emotions that this is carrying, this Knight of Wands. And I think the Knight of Wands is feeding you emotionally. And I think you're keeping it on the down low with the 7 of Swords. That's kind of like pulling the wool over somebody's eyes. That's deception a little bit. But I think that it's giving you something you can focus on, something that kind of feeds you. I think it's feeding your soul a little bit. And you need that fuel You need that fuel for whoever this King of Swords is, this difficult person. Now, the King of Swords can be a partner. They can be somebody you know, a relationship that is just going through it and they're kind of destructive and demonstrative, maybe controlling or really harsh. And you're pulling some strength from an outside source that is interested in you. It's like this energy is building your confidence, or it's supporting you emotionally. Okay, so then I'm going to move on. Page of Swords for my Sagittarius. Yeah. Your biggest challenge, and I think one of the coolest things in your reading thus far, is this set of cards, and that is you're going to gain some serious clarity about something. Again, this has to do with the collaboration, could be with the King of Swords here. It's saying, hey, be open to new information or new clarity that's on its way to you. There's something about this information that is going to take some inner strength to deal with. And this is basically saying, be mature with this. Be diplomatic or graceful or mature with this information. I think it's going to give way to, I think you're being made aware of this is either you becoming disinterested and taking an offer or moving forward in a collaboration, feeling that it's being too forced, that it's not going anywhere. I think this information gives way to a sense of apathy and disinterest in moving this forward with the Three of Pentacles. Now, there is the chance for a few of you guys that you are learning that somebody is not actually invested in you the way you thought, or invested in making this work. And maybe that's one of the reasons why things are feeling so forced. Things aren't flowing. So either way, it's getting this realization that how can a collaboration work when there's disinterest and a sense of rejecting the ideas or rejecting the progress forward. So at least now there's truth. Now you can work with that, whether it's coming from you or it's coming from somebody else. So we've got the Four of Swords here. What's our Four of Swords for my Sagittarius? Oh, nice. If you simply pull your energies back, you either physically or mentally find a sanctuary where you can rest and you can just process everything and not show up, not be performative for anyone, you are going to make a very happy either discovery or realization. You're going to have a sense of gratitude even. There's some kind of turnaround that happens when you pull your energies back and you process everything. And I feel like, you know, this is even possibly not communicating with somebody or something here. Anything else we need to know about for Sagittarius? What it is it's showing you what really matters. It's one of those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, balance is actually really discovered in this moment without any of the outside distractions, being tug-of-war and pulled around by other people's energies and what they want in a situation or what you feel you should or have to do. And you are going to come back to kind of, I wouldn't be surprised if you actually get kind of nostalgic or you start running through memories of people and things that matter to you. You could, if you do end up reaching out to somebody, you know, and there could even be children and family involved here. If you reach out to somebody, it would be somebody from your past. It's like people and memories that remind you of who you are and what matters. And that reattaches you also to your intuition. And it's going to be kind of, feels like a relief. It feels like you grounding yourself. And so with that, I'm going to go on to the extended. I hope that this was helpful. Remember, obstacles and blocks are being lifted. You're on your way. I'll talk to you very soon. If you do choose to go on to that extended, the link will be below this video in the description box. Bye-bye.